Hi, my name is Barry Pemberton. I'm a professor here at Stockton University. This is an introduction to my course. This is an introduction to how to effectively get the most out of this course by learning how to take full advantage of a flipped classroom. So today we're going to use a flipped classroom as an introduction to this course. And a flipped classroom is kind of a little bit different than what you might be used to. You will probably experience this more and more frequently as you are at Stockton University or move on to other universities at some point. A flipped classroom is designed to make the active portion of learning the course in the classroom. And so there's a bit of a passive approach to learning before you get to the classroom. Typical classroom lectures, you would read the book before coming to class. Here you're going to watch the lecture before coming to class. In class, we are primarily going to focus on doing learning problems. So we'll have worksheets just about every day in class. We'll go through problems. You'll work in groups or you'll work single. And so you'll learn these, you'll learn how to solve these problems in person with feedback from me and with feedback from other students in the course. Attendance for this course will be required. So you will expect to show up every day. You will expect to participate every day in the course. And so for videos in this course, as you watch videos, you should treat those videos like lectures. And so this video here, if you were to watch this video and take notes, one of my personal suggestions would be to use a style of notes called Cornell note-taking. And a Cornell note-taking should look like this. So imagine this is a sheet of paper. On this sheet of paper, you're going to have a column here and here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your notes here. And so you'll talk about this. You'll say, here's how to take a flipped class course. And then in this short column here, you're going to have cues or prompts that we're talking about. So for cues, we would talk about videos, right? We'd talk about classroom participation. And so in the notes, you'd be a little bit more detailed, but the video cues, what they're going to do is they're going to organize topics that you see in the video. And then at the bottom, you're going to have a summary. And so the summary will be, you know, if we were to summarize this video, this would be a video on how to use Cornell Notes in a flipped classroom setting as they pertain to watching lecture videos. Now, some other things that we should point out for a flipped classroom. There are some advantages. And these advantages include better learning outcomes. So you will get more one-on-one instruction, a personalized learning. For your time in this class. You will build better study habits. In this course. And so if you're taking this course early, those better study habits will pay off long term, right? And if you're putting that investment in earlier, it should pay off longer. And so if you build those better study habits in this course, it'll pay off throughout the rest of your academic career. Now, there are some disadvantages to a flipped classroom, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The biggest disadvantage is time management. As you come to my class, if you have not watched the videos, you're going to be at a disadvantage. You're going to lose out on those participation points. I will occasionally refer back and ask you to present some notes that you've taken on the videos. Sometimes I'll have videos that you will have a question that you need to address in the next class that pertains to that video. And if you don't have that piece of information, you're going to lose out. So time management is key. The other thing is that this is not a passive learning style. In a typical lecture, you kind of show up, you listen, and you check your phone every once in a while, and then you're done with class, and then you do your homework later, right? In this class, you're going to come in, you're going to start with those problems. We're going to jump right into those problems every day so that you have the skill set when it's needed. There's a need for self-discipline. In this course. You're going to need to be motivated. You're going to need to participate. You're going to need to watch those videos, take those notes, show up with an expectation that you're ready to learn. And to some extent, there is a technological divide. If your internet goes out the night before you have the class, you are going to probably miss out on those videos. If your computer dies, what have you. But we have so many different ways now of gaining access to YouTube videos, gaining access to the internet that you really shouldn't encounter this hurdle anymore. If you do encounter this hurdle, please let me know. Please reach out to me and we will make some accommodations so that you can facilitate bridging that technological divide in this course. So, welcome to this course. This is going to be a new experience for me. It's likely going to be a new experience for you. It will be successful. I'm going to tell you, like I tell all of my students, and I'm going to tell you Ted Lasso style, you just have to believe. The goals for this course are already laid out. The rubric and the course calendar is already established. We're just going to go through the course one day at a time. We're going to learn all of the skills required for organic chemistry first semester, so that you can move on to your future courses. Thank you.